In today's video, guys, we're holding the Ultimate Champions League competition. We're gonna have some of the best all-time classic squads go up against the same clubs, but from today. 16 classic clubs versus the same 16 modern clubs. But I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if the modern day clubs have a chance because the classic squads, they are stacked. The 16 clubs that are participating in alphabetical order, we are starting with the classic AC Milan. With the likes of Shevchenko, Van Basten, Kaká, Pirlo, Baresi, and Nesta and Maldini. Yeah. Next on the list is the classic Ajax with Cruyff, Seedorf, David, Schneider, and Mark Overmars. The classic Arsenal with Henry, Bergkamp, Rosicky, and Vieira. We got the classic Roma with Totti and De Rossi. Now this should be an interesting one. The all-time Atletico Madrid squad with Fernando Torres and Forlan. Can't leave out the all-time Barcelona squad, Ronaldinho, Maradona, Iniesta, Xavi, Lionel Messi. The all-time German Giants, Bayern Munich, Ribéry, Robben, Schweinsteiger, Lahm. If we're gonna have Bayern Munich, we gotta have Borussia Dortmund with Lewandowski, Royce, Piszczek, and Schmelzer. Chelsea with Drogba, Hazard, Cole, Ballack, Essien, and Frank Lampard. From Chelsea, we go to Inter Milan. It is Samuel Eto'o, it is Zanetti, it is Cambiasso. And look at this Juventus squad. Buffon, Baggio, Nedved, Del Piero. Liverpool is also looking quite nice with Litmanen and Gerrard, Xabi Alonso, Van Dijk, and prime James Milner. Do you guys remember this Man City squad with Tevez, Aguero, Nasri, Company in the back? Oh yeah, and of course we got Manchester United. Rooney, Charlton, Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Carrick, and Scholes. We're also gonna have PSG in here with Mbappe and Ibrahimovic leading the way. And the 16th all-time classic squad, it has to come from Real Madrid. It is Kaká, Zidane, Beckham, Marcelo, Puskás, and Cannavaro. So these 16 teams that I just showed you will take on the same teams, but from today. And our modern versus classic wheel is going to help us pick the groups for this incredible competition. We're gonna have 8 groups of 4 for a total of 32 teams, 16 modern day teams, 16 classic teams. So we'll spin the wheel twice, and the 2 teams that are chosen, they're gonna be stuck in the same group, modern and classic. First team that is going into Group A, and it is Manchester United. So the Man United classic team and the Man United modern day team are going into Group A. And the second club that is going into Group A to join Manchester United, it is AC Milan, which means our Group A is Manchester United classic, Manchester United modern, AC Milan classic, and AC Milan modern. We got Group A. We're off to a good start. Let's find Group B. The first team that is going into Group B, it is PSG modern and classic. And to join PSG in Group B, is it the classic all-time Roma? Roma modern and classic. That's insane. Group C, the first team in Group C, it is Inter Milan modern and classic. Who is joining Inter Milan in Group C though? It's Real Madrid, both modern day and classic team. Every group keeps on getting better and better. Group D, the first club for Group D, Manchester City, both of them, man. And to join City in Group D, Liverpool. Group D is gonna be wild. I told you these groups just keep on getting better and better. Group E now. What do we got in Group E? It is Arsenal, both modern and classic. Who is going with Arsenal into this group? Who is it? Barcelona, both modern and... Bro, I told you these groups. Unbelievable. We got 3 more groups. We're looking for Group F. The first team in Group F. Is it Dortmund or Chelsea? It's both Dortmunds. Who is joining Dortmund in Group F? Which club is it? What a rivalry. It's Dortmund versus Bayern. First team in Group G, it is it Ajax? It's gonna be both Ajax. And either Juventus, Atletico Madrid, or Chelsea will join Ajax, and it will be Chelsea. Which means the 4 teams that are going into our last group in Group H, it is both Atletico Madrid modern and classic and Juventus modern and classic. Juve versus Atleti. The groups are set, my friends, A to H like the wheel gave them to us. Comment the team that you think is winning it all, and do modern day clubs even have a chance? So our group stage matches are over, guys, and I'm actually extremely shocked. In Group A, where we had both Manchester United teams and AC Milan teams, it was the modern day Manchester United that topped the group on 10 points, followed by the classic all-time AC Milan on 9. While the all-time Manchester United squad finished on 7 points, and AC Milan, the modern day one, is in third, both eliminated. I am as surprised as you are that today's Manchester United squad topped this group. While in Group B, it was the classic Roma and the classic PSG 1-2. Modern day PSG, modern day Roma, bye-bye. Group C also surprised me. Classic Inter Milan on top on 11 points, but modern day Inter Milan right behind them on 9 points with Lautaro Martinez. While both Real Madrid's lineups apparently weren't good enough and they're both eliminated. Now Group D is where it gets even more wilder. Modern day Liverpool with Mo Salah on top. Modern day Manchester City right behind them. Both classic Liverpool and City teams, bye-bye. Excuse me, what? And in Group B, where it was Arsenal and Barcelona clubs, is the same thing as Group D. It's both modern day clubs. FC Barcelona and the modern day Arsenal 1-2. Classic Arsenal, classic Barca, they're just not competitive apparently. Group F saw the classic all-time Borussia Dortmund squad lead the way on 13 points, but Harry Kane with the modern day Bayern Munich also on 13 points. And the all-time Bayern Munich squad, they finished dead last on 3 points, scoring only 3 goals. Group G, it was both all-time squads though. It was all-time Chelsea and all-time Ajax. Modern day Chelsea not good enough, and modern day Ajax definitely not good enough. And finally in Group H, it was dominated by Atletico Madrid over Juventus. Modern day Atleti, classic all-time Atleti, 1-2. Juve modern, Juve classic, they're both just apparently atrocious and they're both eliminated. This doesn't make any sense. But in the round of 16, we are gonna have some very interesting matchups, guys. All-time Inter versus all-time Ajax. Modern day Atletico Madrid versus Harry Kane and Bayern Munich. Classic Roma versus classic AC Milan. Modern day Barcelona versus the classic all-time Atletico Madrid. All-time Dortmund versus modern day Inter. Modern Man United versus modern Manchester City. Then we got classic Chelsea versus today's Arsenal. And today's Liverpool is gonna take on the all-time PSG with Zlatan. Well, this one should be interesting, shouldn't it? Inter Milan, the classic one versus classic Ajax. R9, Samuel Eto'o, Cambiasso. Can they pull it off? No, they cannot. It is Overmars and Davids. And the all-time classic Ajax squad is in the last 8, the quarterfinals. Modern day Atleti taking on modern day Bayern with Harry Kane. Who is going to the last 8? Oh! It is Harry Kane. Harry Kane with Bayern Munich and Leroy Sané. They eliminate Julian Alvarez. Now, this Roma squad is absolutely stacked with Totti, but they are taking on Shevchenko and AC Milan. One of them. Who is it gonna be? It's Baresi. It is Van Basten. It is Shevchenko. It is AC Milan. Our next quarterfinal, modern day Barca with Robert Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal taking on Atletico de Madrid and Fernando Torres, the classic all-time one. Who is it? Simao scored for Atletico Madrid, but Robert Lewandowski gave the modern day Barcelona the lead and the win. I'm confused here. Lamine Yamal is progressing. Modern day Inter versus classic all-time BVB with, again, Robert Lewandowski. One of them in the quarterfinals. It is Robert Lewandowski. He's in the quarterfinals twice. It is Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes versus Manchester City with Erling Haaland. One of them in the quarters. It is De Bruyne. It is Foden. It is Haaland. It is 3-2 for Man City. And now we got the Chelsea classic all-time squad taking on the modern day Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal is good these days, but this Chelsea squad, they should probably rock and roll. I mean, they almost bottled it, but they won 4-2 on penalties. And our last round of 16 matchup, modern day Liverpool, classic PSG. Shouldn't be any competition, right? PSG still can't win the Champions League. Zlatan and David Beckham with PSG, they're eliminated. I don't know what happened. Well, that was quite awkward, wasn't it? Yeah, PSG not doing so good in the past or the present. These are our quarterfinals, guys. We got the classic Ajax versus Harry Kane and Bayern Munich. We got the classic AC Milan taking on the modern day Barcelona. Classic all-time Borussia Dortmund against the modern day Manchester City. And the all-time classic Chelsea Blues versus Liverpool You'll Never Walk Alone 24-25 edition. Ajax with Johan Cruyff at the Johan Cruyff Arena taking on Harry Kane and Bayern Munich. It is Ajax. It is not going to be Harry Kane. It is going to be Schneider and Coleman and Van Basten. 2-1. And they're in the last 4. Shevchenko with AC Milan versus Lamine Yamal and Robert Lewandowski. Yeah, that is the matchup. matchup, one of them, into the semifinals. It is the classic AC Milan, of course. It was a nice run by Lamine Yamal and Robert Lewandowski for Barca, but obviously AC Milan is clear. But Bobby Lewandowski still has another opportunity because he's playing with the classic BVB as well. So it is Borussia Dortmund, the all-time Borussia Dortmund squad with Schmelzer and Gundogan taking on Manchester City with Haaland and Gundogan. Someone who is going there? It's Man City with Gundogan. They're eliminated. But Gundogan, Borussia Dortmund, and Robert Lewandowski, they are in the last four. Our last quarterfinal matchup and the last opportunity for a modern-day team to be in the semifinals. It is the classic Chelsea with Drogba and Hazard versus Mo Salah and Darwin Nunez. Bro, are you serious, man? Mo Salah, putting himself into the history books, eliminates this legendary Chelsea starting 11. So these are our semifinals. What a fairy tale story by this modern-day Liverpool. I guess it's kind of nice to see at least one modern-day team in the last four, but it will be the classic Ajax versus Shevchenko and AC Milan. Then we got Robert Lewandowski with the classic all-time BVB taking on Mohamed Salah with the modern-day Liverpool. What a matchup. Either Ajax or AC Milan will be in the final, but who will it be? Which one? It is the Dutch side. It is the Dutch side. It is Van Basten, Mark Overmars, and Overmars once again. Schneider, Bergkamp came on. Daley Blind came on for Lippmann, and that's hilarious. But Ajax wins 3-2. No AC Milan, no party for them. But will we have a classic Borussia Dortmund club in the final as well, or a modern-day Liverpool? You know what? Either one would be a fairy tale run, because this Borussia Dortmund team, I mean, they're decent, but there are better clubs and better squads, previous ones anyways. Who will it be? It will be, that's the end of the road for Liverpool. It is Thomas Rosicky. He scored for Borussia Dortmund. And if you're wondering why Thomas Rosicky is playing for Dortmund, well, that's because before he joined Arsenal, he played a lot for Dortmund. And this only means that our final, it is the classic all-time Ajax squad, one of the best, absolutely, and probably the underdog in a classic all-time Borussia Dortmund. But the golden boot has already been decided, guys, in this competition. It will go to Van Basten from AC Milan. He scored 12 in 18. But we do have to give a shout out to Harry Kane from Bayern Munich and Erling Haaland, because they both had 8 and 8. Hazard also had 8 and 8 for Chelsea. Well, guys, we are at the Wembley Stadium for this incredible final. Classic Ajax versus classic all-time Borussia Dortmund. And the match is underway. Ajax is, of course, in their white and red. Dortmund is in their classic yellow. Seedorf, Davids, to Seedorf now. Dude, this team's insane. This team's actually insane. Davids, Van Basten. Oh my gosh, shot blocked. Bender keeps it in. Inform Bender. If you remember how good Bender used to be. Ricken does well. The director of Borussia Dortmund. I think he's the director, right? Rosicky! Thomas! Thomas, there he is. Former Dortmund, former Arsenal. 1-0 Dortmund. This is a fairy tale story. This is unbelievable. Blaszczykowski, do you remember him? The Polish international. Absolute legend. Into the box. Rosicky. Van der Sar says no. What a save. And now it is Ajax's turn to attack. But man, Rosicky does well and gets the ball back for Borussia Dortmund. Ilkay Gundogan, Lewandowski, Blaszczykowski. Van der Sar with the save. Davids. Van Basten, back heel, Lippmann, Van Basten, Clarence Seedorf, Van Basten. Can they get an equalizer before halftime? We're in the 48th minute. There is the halftime whistle. Pressure by both sides, but it is 1-0 Dortmund. By the way, as the second half is underway, if you can see the managers on both sides, the Ajax manager, it is Erik ten Hag, of course, and the Dortmund manager, it's, of course, Jurgen Klopp. And Dortmund going forward, it's Thomas Rosicky again. Dude, are you kidding me? Rosicky, Blaszczykowski, Piszczek, what a team. Lewandowski, this team is absolutely insane. Ball roll, give and go with Thomas Rosicky. And that is just out of this world. What a finish. Thomas, have a bow. It's 2-0 Dortmund. Why is the camera so close now all of a sudden? I have no idea why. I don't know what happened. Blaszczykowski going forward. Rosicky looking for a hat trick. Well, apparently this is where I tried to fix it, guys, as the corner is taken, and it's not working. Bender going forward. Blaszczykowski. There is another one. And Dortmund is running riot here. It's 3-0. It was a fantastic finish. Van der Sar can't do anything about it. I mean, maybe he should have saved it. Could he have saved it? Maybe. Yeah, it's near post. Kind of a poor one to give up. Is this over? Is Borussia Dortmund the greatest classic squad of all time? Edgar Davids holding on. Lippmann back heel to Seedorf. Into the box. Is there anything? Nothing. Schmelzer has him covered. 80th minute. Van Basten. Davids. What a save by Lehmann. Man, Ajax is trying everything to get a goal. I'm surprised they couldn't score in this game. Shan dropped it off. Lewandowski, Rosicki back to... Oh my gosh, man. The ball is moving so fast. Every team is trying to score, trying to attack. Overmars in panic mode now. For Ajax. Drops it off. Van Basten. Overmars. Back to Van Basten. Lehmann, another save. 1 minute left. The greatest classic all-time squad. Apparently, it's Borussia Dortmund, guys. As the boys come and collect this trophy. Lewandowski and Piszczek. Thomas Rosicki. Yes, he was probably the man of the match for me. He was brilliant. He scored 2 of the goals. Blaszczykowski popped in the 3rd. A convincing 3-0 victory. Borussia Dortmund, the classic. They are your modern versus all-time classic Champions League winners, guys. Of course, as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're chasing 200,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We'll get there. I promise. Have yourself a wonderful day. If you want to see more videos like this, if you have any other cool ideas that you want to see on the channel, please comment them down below and stick around because FC25 is around the corner and we got a lot of amazing ideas coming up. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. As always, take care of each other. Stay happy and stay healthy and keep smiling. All right, I'll see you guys now. Peace. Bye.